Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sasipa. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't know why I keep doing that. I always keep rolling my eyes when I say thank you for coming back to my channel. But anyway, thank you for coming back onto this channel, and if you're just passing by, I hope that you will enjoy the content. I thought to do something a little more fun, I hope, but just browsing through these questions, I don't think you guys want me to be any fun honestly, because some of these questions are pretty serious, and I thought why not just answer them here on YouTube. Firstly, I might ask these questions on my Instagram and Facebook stories, hoping, well, just to interact with the people that follow me. And then the second time around, I thought, okay, let me let the people know that I'll be answering some of these questions on YouTube, so to allow them to send the questions. So I use both round of questions. They're not a lot. I don't have a lot of followers. If you're not following me, please do go and follow me though. So yeah, let's get right into it. So like the very first question, guys, and these questions are real, you guys. Like, I really have questions, because I know some people think that on YouTube people lie and say people ask them questions. They are real questions. They are real questions that people sent me. So yeah. So this one says, so when am I going to be maid of honor or bridesmaid? I have no idea, child. I have no idea. Akukho nento engathi ingavela, like none of that. And then you guys get serious, like immediately. So this person asked me, why did you leave the church you attended before Leukoyongoko? Okay, so some of you don't know, but I was serving at a church. If you've watched my story about like when I felt pregnant and all those things, then you will know that I was in that particular church, and then I'm no longer serving there now. I served there for quite a number of years, but then I got to a time where I felt like I had done all I could do. I served well. That is one thing I believe anyone should do before you leave the church that you are in. Make sure that you have served, at least, like served to your utmost, don't own whatever. But I served that church very well. And but then I had gotten to a place where I felt like I was not growing personally in my spiritual walk, and I did not have like what I needed. I couldn't find what I needed there. And I was praying about it, and I prayed about it, and God showed me where to go. He was very faithful in that regard. And at the time, I had so many churches that I was visiting, and my friends were going to different churches, so I would visit their churches for different reasons. But none of those churches was the one, apart from the one that I'm in right now. So when I knew I had to move, I knew exactly where I had to go. So it was for my spiritual growth. Nothing else. Nothing bad happened. I've still got a pretty good relationship with the people that I was in that church with. And when I answered this question on my Instagram, it actually sparked some conversations as well. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys for engaging me on that. What's the biggest religious thing you did or do but unlearning? So the biggest thing that I did or do that I'm unlearning, it actually pertains to ministry. I used to pray for the sake of, when I'm about to minister, just pray because I'm about to minister, and not pray because I need to pray. I knew I always had to pray, but I never did that. Like for the longest time, I would have seasons where I'm praying, but I'd have seasons where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna minister today, I need to pray, just for the sake of it, like that, just because I need to get rid of that guilt, but no, I just needed to get rid of that guilt. And even reading the word, it would be just to read the word, just to get it out of the way, but I'm learning that. I'm learning to cultivate a relationship with God where I commune with him because I want to, not because I'm meant to go and minister to people or somewhere. In your Christian walk or faith, what are your current struggles? Consistency. And I know that this is something that the enemy fights. Like I know he doesn't mind when you pray, he doesn't mind when you read the word, he doesn't mind when we are going to church and doing all these things for God. But when you are consistent in all those things, that is where the devil gets shaken, because you are unmovable and you are doing all that you can, so yeah, consistency. I literally have to force myself out of bed to wake up and pray, and I literally have to sit my butt down to read the word and say, Sisipo, you are going to sit down and you are going to read this word. You are going to immerse yourself in the word and you are going to pray. I literally have to drag myself sometimes. Sometimes it's easier and sometimes it's not. So like the consistency, that is the one thing that I struggle with. Why are you super beautiful? Oh my word. I don't know. It's the grace of God. Truly, it's the grace of God. I said this to someone else who asked this question because I said, like, I grew up for like the longest time not believing that I'm beautiful. So yeah, it's all God. It's all God that I actually know that I'm beautiful, apart from being told that I'm beautiful. Who taught you how to do makeup? So it's friends of mine, Uluko and Tando. Tando did my makeup the very first time I did makeup. Tando did my makeup for my graduation, and after that I began to fall in love with makeup here and there. So I would like do my brows. I remember this one day I did my brows with a black liner, and she was like, that's it, Utando. She was like, that's it. Next time I was like a brown pencil. Like, she didn't want to tell me, but in fact, girl, your brows are black and they are not supposed to be like that. So yeah, they taught me how to do makeup. So whenever I wanted to try something new, I would call one of them, like WhatsApp them, like, what should I buy, what should I get, how should I do this. I remember when I tried to learn eyeshadow, they would send me voice note, try this, do that. So they like gave me the foundation that I needed when it comes to makeup, and then I went onto YouTube and then I learned all the other techniques from there, and then other things just come like when you because I am a creative, I'd love to believe, so I try certain things out even without necessarily seeing a technique on the internet. I trust my creative abilities in that regard, that sometimes I just try things. Like, I had a recent client and I tried something new with her and it blew me away. Which would you say is the best or good foundation? It depends what you want in a foundation. It depends what you want in a foundation, because if you want full coverage, for instance, I use drugstore makeup. I can't afford the other ones, so I use drugstore makeup. So right now I'm enjoying Revlon Color Stay. It's a pity I don't have it with me right now. Maybe I'll insert a picture somewhere. But I'm enjoying Revlon Color Stay. I also use Maybelline Fit Me, and I also use Maybelline Super Stay. There's a new one that they recently did. It's super matte and I love it. But that Revlon Color Stay, if you're someone who has like dark spots and dark marks and want a full coverage, that Revlon Color Stay does the things for me. How did you choose your career? Any regrets? I feel like my career chose me. Because I went into school trying to do something else. I did have a video on this. So I went in there wanting to study psychology and thought that was the thing for me. And then someone in the family, like a relative, actually suggested this career for me. And I went into it and I actually enjoyed it. And I actually fell in love with it. So I would love to think it found me, rather. And I don't have any regrets. I literally don't have any regrets. I might have a bit of regret for not pursuing it the first time around, but anyway, we are here. I got my degree, so yeah. My ultimate dream job. My ultimate dream job is the job that I'm in. Who should I say this? Yes, I will say this because I believe it's already done. But venturing into private practice as a social worker in private practice, Sipho Mkutukana, social worker in private practice, you know, yeah, that is it, point blank, period. Amen. Name 3 words to describe you. Oh my gosh. I am serious. I am serious. I am loving. Oh guys, I love people. I love love. I love everything to do with love. I don't know. And I'm considerate. Yeah. I consider other people. Sometimes too much. Yeah, but I am very considerate. I'd love to believe. Do you believe in love at first sight? Who I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I would go deeper, but I don't know. I don't know. Do you have a boyfriend? No, I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have a boyfriend. Growing up, what did you want to become? I wanted to become a doctor. I wanted to become a doctor, and then maths and science chowed me like crazy. And a defining moment that made me realize that was never the thing for me in the first place was when I was actually in a taxi and someone had seizures right next to me, and I screamed, and I thought, if this is what doctors deal with, like, imagine. No, nah, fam. So yeah. This other question is saying, when can we expect another YouTube video? Here you have it. So this was actually before the last one that I recorded. So yeah. I'm trying this consistency thing, guys. It's also with this consistency thing, I don't want to force things, you know. I don't want to have to come sit in the front of the camera just for the sake of it, just to give you guys content. I want to give you guys quality content. I want to give you guys something that is like heartfelt, you know. I don't want to just give you guys something J for the sake of it. Have you always been this beautiful? Ciao. I believe I have, but I never believed it at first. Yeah. Who introduced you to Christ? So I grew up in a Christian family. My family, like in my household, not like the entire Mkutukana clan or whatever, but my family, we, like, my mom was a Christian. We went to church like from I think the first words or songs that I sang had to do with church and the Bible and all that. And then I think around 2000 I went to Sunday school, and around that time I think I that was now in a different church, not the one that we grew up in. I mean, not the one that I was like born in. So that is where I accepted Christ. I don't know who was preaching from the Sunday school teachers. I can't remember. So yeah, I was led to Christ in Sunday school, and my sister for the longest time discipled me. Yeah. Yeah, we've come to the end. Oh, this person said, girl, come to church already. Come to church already. Yeah, I'll actually be inviting this person to come to church. So yeah, guys, those are the questions that you guys asked me. I have a feeling that you guys don't want me to be fun, so when I do ask these questions again on my Instagram and my Facebook, please guys, ask me fun things. Like, I want to be fun. I am a fun person, I'd love to believe, even though I'm very serious, but I can actually be a very fun person. I have a great sense of humor. Those people who are around me know this about me, and I was actually saying this to a friend this other day, and she was like, you actually are a fun person, and I know I am. But yeah, you guys bring out the seriousness in me. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I have enjoyed filming it, and I hope you subscribe, and I hope you like, and I hope you comment. Let me know what it is that you loved about this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.